This is take two, trying to make this video. I accidentally hit the button and turned off. Anyway, so I'm trying to deal with some issues this week. 15 and a half months post-op from VSG surgery. I'm down about 123 pounds. I'm kind of vacillating in that area. I was 176 this morning, and that's down from 298 overall. So my walk is shorter now because I'm recuperating from a broken elbow, and I was just released to start running yesterday, and I woke up this morning with a very sore arm. So, I took it gentle and walked. I walked about 5.8 miles, and, I'm doing that pretty much every day, but I did miss 2 days when we went camping, and I did not get nearly the activity that I thought I would camping. I thought we were going to be hiking and stuff, but it turned out on my Fitbit that I hardly even broke maybe 3,000 steps each day. So that really lowered it quite a bit. My eating has been great in the mornings, real high protein, doing my protein shakes. But as I get toward maybe 2 o'clock in the afternoon, it has become complete and utter crap, with lots of processed foods, lots of bready type foods, and I'm really trying to get the brakes back on that. It's hard. Once you go down that path, it's really hard, but it's not something that I can't overcome, so I'm trying to work on that. Last night, I wanted to eat right before bed, so I had a Fiber One bar, and then I had another Fiber One bar, and I got on the scale this morning, and I was hugely higher than I had been. And apparently the Fiber One bars, wow. I was in the bathroom like 5 times before I went for a walk. I was afraid to walk because fiber, So I'm just trying to pull it back into shape. I still carry a lot of fat on the belly and on the area under the boobs, between the, in the upper part of the tummy area. And that's something that I'm working on now, trying to, work on that. But, it's almost like it's fruitless. You can tell yourself that you're going to work on an area, but, it's just the body. Where's it going to take fat from? And, am I burning fat? Who knows? So anyway, I'm going to try and limit the carbs again and keep the fiber intake up so that I don't end up with the diverticulitis problems that I've had in the past when I've tried to push high on fiber. My walk went from a good 55 to 59 miles a week before I broke my arm, and then it dropped down into the mid 40s. So I'm trying now to get that back up. Just that seems to be where I feel the best. Let's see, what else? Stress at home has been, I don't know, I'm stressing about a lot of stuff. I'm stressing about money. I'm stressing about this camping that we've been doing. I overspent in buying crap to go camping with, when really, you go camping to get away from stuff, and I'm buying all this stuff to take with us, and half of it we didn't even use. So I'm thinking that what I'm going to do is I have these compartments in my van underneath where the seats go, and I'm thinking I'm going to load those up with the things that we take but we sometimes don't need. Quiet. Like the first aid kit and the mallet and the axe and stuff, so that I'm not having to drag quite as much stuff and carry quite as much stuff in the car. One of the things that I bought that I regret buying is this camp kitchen thing that's like, you put it up and you put your Coleman stove on it and stuff like that. And, it seemed really cool and it seemed really necessary, and we got out there, and honestly, it was kind of a hassle. So, I regret that. I really regret that. It's heavy. It's another thing to try and keep dry and keep clean. And I started thinking, geez, we should have a tent to cover this thing so it doesn't get wet and it doesn't, and I thought, put the Coleman stove on the picnic table. That's what we always did. And I don't know why I felt that I had to drag all this stuff with me. Oh! Stop, 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 stop. Okay. Gratuitous dog video. Ah! Stop. You'd think I'd get more exercise than I do. Hi. Hi, hi, hi. Okay. Oh. Ah! So I'm trying to remember that Rome wasn't built in a day. That I'm still down about 123 pounds. That I'm healthy and that I'm able to walk a good 6 to 9 miles a day. I'm trying to keep things in perspective and trying to simplify a little bit so that I don't get nuts. But, you know, in the long haul, some of the things about vertical sleeve gastrectomy that have ended up being different than what they told me, you know, sometimes it frustrates me. I'm very glad that I did what I did. But one of the things that frustrates me the most is that they keep telling people you're not going to be hungry after this surgery. And that may be true for some people, but I know that it's not true for a lot of people. You have to deal with that hunger. If you go into this thinking that you're never going to be hungry again, and you happen to be one of those people like me that always has been hungry after the surgery. Well, I had 30 days after the surgery where I wasn't hungry, and then my hunger came back just with a vengeance. And some people told me it's head hunger, which is not what it is in my case. And when they say head hunger, that implies that it's something that you can tell yourself not to feel. Mine is genuine hunger. Some people said that it was acid reflux or heartburn causing a feeling that mimicked hunger. It's not. It's just hunger. But the thing about the surgery is when I get hungry, I can eat, and it takes a lot less to fill me up. Now, as time goes by, I can let myself eat more and more and more. So I have to constantly keep a rein on that. And every once in a while, I have to go back and just get back on liquids for a couple of days and rein it in. You know, when I start letting breads and cookies and crackers and things like that come back into my diet, then it's going to intensify the hunger. So I just need to force myself to have things around that are going to be better for me to eat. You know, I have to make the effort to buy the foods and have the foods nearby, foods that are entrancing to me, but that are high in protein, things like shrimp. And for a snack, you know, ants on a log with a type of peanut butter that's not terribly filled with sugar, and celery with a little bit of cream cheese, and pickles and cheese, and those deli roll-ups with the deli sliced chicken and wrapped around with a pickle and some cheese, those kind of things. A hard-boiled egg with a little bit of mustard, you know, to dip into. If I do not make the choice to make these things available, I'm never gonna be able to have a sustainable weight. So I just have to keep remembering that the surgery is never going to take away all my hunger, that it is the tool that helps me to eat less, and it helps me to live a lifestyle where I'm going to be able to manage this on my own. But it's going to be a long journey. It's the rest of my life. So I have to just be the one to be the bad guy to myself and continue to throw away the cookies if I impulsively buy stuff, and then when my brain gets back to saying, you know what, you just don't need this crap in the house, throw it away. Destroy it and throw it away. And it doesn't matter how much other people in the family bitch me out because I threw away the cookies. I'm doing what's right for me. And really, I'm doing what's right for them too. They just don't know it right now. So, you know, good and bad, and that's where my mindset is right now. I would love it if I was at all of my goals and had $1 million in the bank and didn't have to worry about any of that, but that's just not realistic. I have a dog that bites me. I have kids that leave messes, and I'm hungry. So what am I going to do? You know, I'm going to tackle each thing as they come and try and make it through. And I'm going to keep walking. every single day. Bye.